And by the way, Kamala will not be your first female president. She will not be your first female president. It's not the way it's supposed to be. We're not supposed to have a socialist. Look, we're not going to be a socialist nation. We're not going to have a socialist president, especially a female, especially a female. Especially a female. Socialist president. We're not going to have it. We're not going to put up with it. It's not going to happen. Coconut, 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 coconut.
Everything is in context. My mother she would give us a hard time sometimes, and she would say to us, "You think you just fell out of a coconut?"
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Not Well, I'm Bobby.
I'm Jim.
Breaking news, an announcement from our President of the United States.
My fellow Americans, I want to take a moment to address some of the hateful shit you've been talking about me. Many of you have said I am suffering from brain worms, or that I have applesauce for brains. Well, I won't mince words, so here it is. Fuck you. You're all a bunch of faggots. End of quote. Repeat the line.
End of quote,
enjoy
repeat
President
the line.
Cackles or President Booty Juice? I really don't give two fucks anymore. Biden out.
So,
That was harsh.
we had an announcement.
We've had a big announcement.
We've had a change in the winds.
And honestly, like, I had just woken up, so it was great. Like, I came down, I laid on the, what was it, like 2 p.m.?
Don't worry, honey. We're going to get into it.
We'll explain why, but I'm laying on the couch. It's like 2 p.m. on a Sunday, and I'm like, nothing's happening today. Thank God I can just rest.
You literally, like, you were
I
like, hey, I'm
texted you
alive.
immediately.
And then you're like, oh my God, Biden's out. And I'm like, what? Like,
I know.
It was like that quick.
Immediately, I was like, oh, fuck. And it was just so unexpected.
It was, but
Not really. I was
they've been
wondering
talking
when,
about it, but
for so long.
I feel really.
And then when he got COVID, it was like, so he's dead. Like, he's dead.
People are-
Because he
people
had
are
to
saying that-
disappear for like 5 days. Like,
people are saying he's like at a hospital right now. Did he already make an announcement though, like in live? Has he been seen since he made the
don't
announcement?
know.
No, he said he's going to talk to the Americans later in the week.
oh yeah, Tuesday.
Supposedly there was some like medical where they had to like get him to some.
Well, I just saw him trying to get in the fucking like SUV from the White House, and they had to like push him in. It's like he can't
It's
even
bad.
get in a car. And then him walking up the stairs onto Air Force One, I'm like, oh no, like
And
oh no.
That's actually really kind of like, let's
like when
talk
you see
about
him going up the
that.
stairs. It's like,
First of all,
you're gonna fall
That's
back.
that's the one reason why I wouldn't be president.
Crack that head.
I wouldn't
Oh, yeah.
be president. I don't want to walk down those stairs. Every
You-
time you're in a place and like have to be like,
Yeah,
no, bitch, I'm going to fall down.
it's like
I ain't doing
at
it.
all times, everyone's looking at you.
Yep, all times.
But
Literally.
that's why I wonder, like, the people who do this, are they just narcissists, kind of, because they like love it?
Yeah.
That's their thing. Being a politician, you're like, I got to get my face out there, my name out there, and shake hands and ball. It's like,
why?
You're really not that important. Like, you're ugly.
Literally nobody's important. It's all about how you can funnel
Yeah.
corporation
How do you
money
funnel
through.
the money? How do you keep the businesses going?
And
for
that's
them?
why we're gonna have a new president elect, Kamala Mamala, because they got to keep the money in the.
Yeah, it's exact same.
It literally is because
They're like, well, how do we access the Biden-Harris campaign funds?
she's gonna be
we
president.
just use Harris because she's already on the account.
We did it. We did it, Joe. I love good news. Love good news. I just love good news. Mr. Vice President, I'm speaking.
I have to
I'm
weigh
speaking. You think you just fell out of a coconut tree? Round and round. Hi, everybody. Okay, hold on. Looking for Jose. Wakanda Forever. Paid for by Kamala Harris.
Best rapper alive.
Tupac. I love Venn diagrams. I really do. I love Venn diagrams. It's just something about those three circles. Who doesn't love a yellow school bus? Love Gen Z. I love Gen Z. I love Gen Z. I love Gen Z. I have to tell you, I love Gen Z. Yes.
Now, can I say something though? I'm kind of pissed off, and here's why. I'm not pissed off. I'm actually happy about the Biden thing. I actually have some inspiration and hope, but I don't understand how the fact that now all of a sudden she just becomes the elect.
I know, it is like,
But do we not have a choice in this?
Like, can we not just wait
Have a
for
quick-
the convention and
Yeah.
kind of like, it's in a few weeks, but like, can we just have them
Can we have a quick vote?
vote there? Like, what if there's other people that we
Like,
think
I don't
would be
want
better?
right, and that's kind of where I'm sort of like, this is weird to me because it's like we didn't get any choice in this.
I feel like, well, first of all,
Well,
he should never have done this in the beginning. There should
Right.
have been an actual primary in every state. It is just like, oh, this is it. Okay. And we're really latching on, like Charlie XCX
yeah, she's a brat.
said she's a brat.
It's Brat Summer.
Kamala did the Kamala HQ on her Twitter page with the green. You didn't see that? Go to her
Oh,
Twitter.
this goddamn
Go
bitch.
Kamala HQ. There are so many clips of Kamala saying things that make no sense.
But
that are
here's
just
my
great.
thing: is this why she hid for 4 years so that she wouldn't do anything stupid, so people would actually like not know really if we should vote for her or not?
Yeah.
Okay, Kamala is Brat. What the fuck is this?
So basically,
What does it say?
This said, and here's the part
It's a
that I thought
post.
was cool. It was saying this is the oldest non-native folk music style still sung in the United States, like going way, way, way back. We're talking 16,
So, like, Christian hymn, like-
1600s, 1700s. So yeah, that's America.
Well, we're back to the pilgrims in India. Well, and that's not appropriate anymore. What do they say now?
For what?
The pilgrims and the indigenous folk.
The Pilgrims of the Indigenous folk.
Is that what they say now to the kids? Like, oh, we used to play like.
Oh, the Pilgrims and the Native Americans.
Oh, okay. I was just asking because we called them Indians.
I know.
Is that inappropriate? I don't care anymore, honestly.
No, actually, some of them do take that name, and they're just like, it's like faggot. They're like, yeah, we're Indian. I'm an Indian.
I'm an Indian, bitch.
I mean, it's used federally, like in a lot of the
I know.
treaties still, and the legislation, it still talks
They
about
didn't get woke on the
Indian,
treaties.
The American Indian. And it's like, well,
Is it? Now,
where's India?
so what are your thoughts on Kamala?
Like, that's
though?
my
Kamala,
question.
Kamala.
Kamala, I feel like she's just a younger, more womany, blacker version of Biden. I think they're the exact same in policy, so it's like the same thing.
Yeah, kind of. I don't know if they're the exact same, and I don't know if she was just going along with him because he was old and
Hopefully.
and
Wouldn't
a
that
white
be
guy,
a surprise?
So, a white male. So she's like, I guess I got to listen. Now imagine the ticket: a black female and a gay man. Now
I can just hear like all the click, 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 click.
let me tell you, okay.
It's gonna be so fucking.
But also,
gay.
can I make a comment? This is going to
Yeah.
be controversial, but I also think that Kamala might be lesbian, and that's fine.
She gives that vibe.
She
And
gives
was in
lesbian
that
vibe.
Black woman sorority.
Yeah, like she gives lesbian vibe, and that's okay.
She really does. It's that,
Or like she sleeps with lesbians on the weekend, and that's fine.
but like a power lesbian for sure.
Yeah, oh, for sure. She's a powerful.
There's no way Doug's
power
tapping
bottom.
that.
Oh,
Doug's not tapping that.
fucking Doug. Anyway, I don't know. Okay, well, good.
Maybe
great.
before we come for Kamala, I should come for you and this broken ass piece of equipment over here.
Now it's not broken. I just got to figure it out. I got to start turning it on and off. I got to actually stay in this room for more than just recording and try to like get it cleaned up and get her back into working order.
You could have a life in here.
Well, I do.
We could get like a UV light over there. You could grow your weed plants. We got to talk about camping coming up.
Oh yeah, we
So
absolutely.
overall, we're like, okay, Biden's out. Like,
Yeah, we're good.
there's a lot of people who are like, he should retire now.
Okay, but that's the other thing. It's like he's still doing whatever he's doing. I mean, let's get honest. He's just a puppet anyway, and that's what a
Yeah.
president is pretty much anyway.
Oh yeah, now that we know like he can't speak, he can't move or walk,
Like, shit's been-
all along. Someone else has been running the show,
you think-
and I don't think it's Kamala. Do you? Like, I don't think she.
I think it's Pete.
Pete could.
I think Pete's back there going, listen, bitch.
he's pushing buttons.
There was
on
a video of Pete when he
remote
was-
control.
Oh, he, to me, listen, he is the only person I trust.
Where was Pete on the night of the debate? That's what I'm wondering. Like, maybe Pete was sick. Maybe Pete couldn't control the remote.
Yeah, he couldn't get the remote going. Or there was like malfunctioning. He's like, oh God, it's not working.
Batteries are low.
Can you imagine we find out if Biden's like an AI?
I wouldn't be surprised. He says things that are so out there. They're like AI generated.
I mean, he is pretty stupid.
He'll start telling a story about back in the 70s. And
and he's
like
like
back when you were like 40 or 50 in the 70s.
Yeah,
like wait.
he was like a lunch
It's
pail.
like-
He's like very lunch pail. Like we grabbed our lunches and
Yeah.
we went to the fields. And it's like,
what?
Well, why did you run again? Because you want to still live in that zone? Because honey, we don't live there anymore. You
We've
can't even
moved
type
on.
an email. So I'm not
I
sure why you're going to be the leader of the free world. And by free, I mean whatever this fucking is.
The free world, yes.
You're in a free country.
Free
are
to
you?
do.
You're not allowed to leave.
Free to shop on Amazon Prime Day.
And thank God, because I just spent. So we're going camping.
Yeah, we got to talk about
Transition.
camping because something's happening soon in a couple weekends.
We're going camping, and
I'm nervous.
I'm kind of nervous too.
I'm nervous because I'm not getting there till later in the day on Friday. I don't want to miss all the fun.
You're literally not going to miss anything. You're going to actually
Like
miss.
4:35.
You're going to miss setting up.
Oh, okay.
You'll just walk in and be like, cat, kitty, cat, cat. And I'll probably be like,
Yeah, but then we have to set up our equipment. Oh, we're gonna send it with you.
Yeah, I think that's going to be me and Sean.
That's a good idea, actually.
I know. So then that's what I want, though. I want to be able to set up.
Yeah, and then you can go to the pool at 1 and just relax.
Right, and then you guys show up and you guys...
And the pool is where you're going to kick kitty cat, from what I've heard.
Yeah, we got to kick cat.
I'm
kitty
ready.
Cat.
I'm ready to see that little hog of yours.
Oh, this little hog will be high and tight, honey. And
I'm wondering if it will be, because you're so worried about it.
I am very nervous, and when you're nervous about things,
It shrinks.
It gets tight.
Yeah, you gotta be like loosey-goosey, low.
No, I don't
low
care. I'll be
hangers.
fine once I get there. It's actually the nerve of
I hope I don't have a small ball weekend where everything's like tight. You know what I mean?
It's going to be. We're going to be in the pool. I mean, like, that's the thing. It's like, imagine, remember we talked about pool deck? Now come out pool deck. Yeah. You just get out and you can dry off. Nobody cares. Listen, everybody is a fake. Everybody fluffs before they get in and out. Like, it's fine.
We're going to have our bulge bands on.
Yeah, we're going to try to sell them. So we should be like, oh, yeah.
Oh, so I'll wear them to advertise.
Right. We're going to advertise.
Well, then
we're
I need,
advertising.
Well, then
we're
I
not
need
really
the 15, you know what I mean?
I need to go to the 14. I need it tight and blood flow.
Well, I wore 16 on the weekend. It was fine. It was plenty.
Oh, yeah.
People at the urinals liked it.
I've stretched mine
That
out.
Sam kid did.
Oh, yeah. You were all over the place. You had a Quebecois. Let's go into that. So we actually already recorded an episode, and I made the audible today since all the shit happened with the goddamn president and, like, after his Saturday night. I figured this would be an appropriate time to just bring it back to the table and have another episode. So I do want to talk about that night. So you came over. We went to the pool. We kitty cat. We played the whole Brat album.
We had a Brat pool day.
We had a Brat pool day. It was a great fun.
It was a great fun.
Then we went to the brewery with no underwear on.
Jackie O's.
Now,
that was fun because there were a lot of straight guys that were hot.
It's so
like a lot.
bad. I forgot that I
good.
texted my coworker.
Oh yeah,
and she's like, "Yeah, I was texting." I was like, "Oh." So yeah,
it was one of those though.
I was drinking IPA
after the second or third IPA.
Well, it was an IPA drunk, and you were even saying, "I love being IPA drunk," and I'm like, "As do I."
I always like drink 2, and then I'm like, "Whoa!"
You give me 2 IPAs, and I'm like,
"It's over."
I'll start slurring my goddamn words and like talking.
I almost got spuds. It was at that level.
Oh boy! So then
Those
instead
are
we went to
Slammers and shoved our
I didn't
face
though.
with pizza. You did.
I lost 4 pounds this week, so I actually
But
really
you
didn't.
did
I
have
had
a lot of
wings,
wings.
which is chicken
Right. Fried chicken
with buffalo. Like, so it's not
Yeah.
it's not sugary sauce. It's not
Shit.
yeah. But I did have a couple pieces and they were good. I mean, there's nothing like being drunk at
I'm
Slammers
sorry,
and having
Slammers
their
pizza, like it's just different.
It's not good when you're sober. I feel
can't
like
be good. There's no way it's good. Yeah.
But drunk, it's like you. It's like you.
It's
and-
heaven.
it's like college. It's like
You're like, it's hot. Here you
It's
go.
like a tombstone you doctored up.
Oh, yeah, it is.
But like better a little bit. But
Do you
like
know, in my dorm, we had a dorm kitchen that operated like Monday through Friday night,
Like
and
you
then,
could go-
or Monday through Thursday night. So you could go down to this little closet by the common area, and they used like a fucking toaster oven, one real oven, and then some other things to actually make food. Like you could get
Oh, wow.
chicken
Did
wings.
you make it or they
You could
made
get-
it?
They made it. Like you
Oh.
could get a pizza that they made.
You're like, I need
that they
a
actually used like
tombstone.
dough and like made a pizza.
oh, that's awesome.
Not even a frozen. Yeah.
And then did you have to say like 4 Hail Marys and go back to your dorm and pray?
I had to do a lot of praying there. A lot
on your
of
knees,
forgiveness.
on your knees. A lot of
forgiveness.
There's a lot of DNA around that dorm.
Yeah, oh God. It was
So after we went to Slammers, we decided let's
know
walk
what?
to AWOL.
we walked.
Yeah, we pulled a little New York City
I
through
remember.
downtown Columbus.
Oh fuck.
There was an artist on a
Oh,
stair, and I go,
my
"What's
God.
that?" And then I saw 6 other homeless people, and I was like, "That's a little camp, and they're drawing or something." And I was like, "We got to keep walking here."
I think I took a picture.
I think you might have.
I was like, wow. And then I was like, wait, we're still only halfway there.
It was a good walk.
It was a necessary walk with all that pizza.
I was too drunk.
You had to get the sulfur burps out.
It was bad. I was drunk. Like,
Yeah,
I was
you were
pretty drunk. So we arrive at AWOL, and
It's what you'd expect,
typical.
completely empty.
We're like, cool. Do we give it another 4 hours? until-
Literally, it was like 9:45, and we were like, well, we're gonna have to wait another 2 to 3 hours for this to fill in.
I don't get it.
And
I don't-
it did not get crowded till after midnight.
no, it
and
gets
then-
crowded at 1 o'clock.
Yeah, and
you're
then
like,
after midnight, I'm like,
and even then it was a little weak. And I do think
it was
this is
not.
why.
Yeah.
Gay campgrounds this weekend did their Christmas in July, and you know, gays and Christmas. So I'm just saying, there's
Why
a
didn't
lot.
they do it over the 25th weekend?
Well, it's the 22nd today. I don't know. Oh, actually, like some people have 2 weekends in a
Thursday.
row
Oh, that's
because they're gay and
that's
traumatized.
fun.
So
Pride ends and you go right into Camp
Gay
Grounding.
Christmas, yeah.
Ground-
no, you and
Gray
I'm
Christmas.
really excited for you. I'm not going to get into that, but I'm excited for you. I'm trying to stay on track, And you made me smoke marijuana because you're like, you're not good without it. And I was like, okay.
So we're at AWOL. It starts getting crowded.
It gets a little crowded.
Now we ran into a fan
he's not the main character in the story, by the way, in walks 3 other people who come and stand next to him and start talking. And then they start talking to me, and everybody introduces them. And they have a podcast. And I said, hey, you know, I'm looking at their Instagram. I'm like, oh, you guys do a podcast? That'd be really cool. And they also seem to be like the right kind of people that you'd want to hang out with. So I'm like, right when I'm trying to find a new job and potentially leaving the state.
First of all,
thank you for the shout out. That's great. It's so fun to meet listeners when you're out and about. It's just like you don't realize like there's all these people listening.
And you don't realize they know half your life and you have no idea anything about them. And they're like, hey, oh my God, it was
even
so
to
funny.
this moment. Yeah.
Yeah, like they'll be like, remember when you went to do, and I'm like, no, what?
Yeah, it's like, wow.
Oh, you said this, and I'm like,
they're like,
man,
you went on an entire vacation with me.
Forgot.
Like, I don't know who you are.
I don't know who you are.
It's so cool.
In your iPods.
And your iPods are out.
That's next, the iPods. Oh my God, with their little contacts, little iPods.
They could do that.
It'd be kind of hot. So anyway, so then all of a sudden, so there's AJ. We're like, hey, I don't know. We just met him. I was like, cool. Then it starts picking up. And then we go inside and we took off our shirts.
We had shirts off like the whole fucking night.
And in comes this, I would say, yeah, daddy. Hard-bodied, French-speaking, thick.
A little Quebecois realness.
And all of a sudden, Jim goes...
And it's not Trana.
No, not Trana.
I'm not actually a fan.
He... This is why I don't smoke weed. God.
God.
So all of a sudden, Jim goes, oh my God, I fucking know you. Not like that, but that was being dramatic.
Like, what the fuck?
He goes, oh my
Why
God.
would I have done that?
You go, oh, wait, Park City?
Yeah.
And it was like
we
this
met
whole
in
like
Park
thing. They both
City.
were like, oh my fucking God. And it was like they hugged each other and it was like da-da-da. Then before you know it, one finger was another asshole and people were making out. So
Oh, he was hard.
he was hot.
Yeah.
I was not about to kiss him after you.
Wow.
Like fucking weed.
You were like, listen, first of all, if
I can't.
what are we gonna?
We're not gonna like camping then.
You were pimping him out to me.
Yeah.
I don't need a pimp out.
You did.
I don't.
You were like,
No, I didn't want. He's yours. He's your guy.
no, for the whole place. Your energy was off.
It was off because
You weren't opening up. I feel like you were reserved. It was mostly uglies, but that
I think I was too drunk, to be honest. Like I
okay.
really,
yeah, that could be.
No, I'm not kidding.
Actually, because yeah, you're right.
Like I think I was
actually.
really kind of fucked up.
You had a lot.
And then I was hitting the pen, walking down, pen, and then I'm like, where am I? And then you're like, you're not really feeling the vibe. You're not doing it right. Here's this Quebecois, and I'm like, okay.
You loved it though.
I mean, he was hot.
You did grab his dick.
I did. I almost
went
for it, but and then I was like, here, Michael, you take him.
Did Michael have him then?
I don't. Yeah, they had like a moment, a little. Ooh.
That's good.
And then I was done.
I like to share the wealth. I'm a friend.
I know. I get it, and I'm not saying it's a bad thing what you did, so don't take it personally. I just like, I don't need you to be like, there you go, and then you're like,
And then I was on to the next one.
oh no, you're getting popcorn out, watching me.
No, I went to the next one.
No, not yet, but you did. You did.
Okay. I was like, when?
You were like, and I was like, okay. So then, all of a sudden, it's just like all of a sudden. Do you know in the Billie Eilish song?
I love this shit.
Do you know in the Billie Eilish song that where it's like, and it starts do 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 do, and it starts getting loud.
Yeah.
This is how my night went. Okay, I was like, oh, and I was like, yeah, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling good. Then I went do 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 do, and I really don't remember much after that.
I didn't think you did. You were like standing up against the bar, like
yeah, I was done. And I was
Michael
like,
was like standing next to you / propping you up, and you guys were just like
I don't know if I was
looking around. And
He was trying to like.
he was trying to get frisky.
I'm like, okay.
So I go alone.
Why do you go alone? You don't ever go alone.
So I don't have to do stuff like that.
What I was off because you even said, "Why aren't you pooing that
Yeah,
person?" I
you
was
weren't.
like,
I did say that.
I wasn't pooing. I wasn't.
You weren't at all.
I think I was just kind of drunk. I'm not even kidding.
Yeah, that's
like
probably it.
I really was
your,
really drunk.
Your poo was turned off, and I was like trying to turn mine on, but it was not really turning on.
But you had some good luck though. Quebecois. Then all of a sudden you were like, So then I get worried. This is where I become
know.
like big brother,
Yeah,
dad.
you were nervous.
I go, okay,
were
well,
like-
we got to go, Mike. Like, I can't do this anymore. I was like
and
falling
you were
apart. I looked at you and I said, what are you doing? And you said, oh, I'll be fine. And you're like, da 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 da, ooh, blah, 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 big hugs and goodbye. And usually when,
And you knew what that meant.
it meant you about to be in trouble.
About to visit the bathroom.
So now you can take it from there.
So we did. But no, he didn't even like, I didn't do anything really terrible.
So you found
Just
a new
little
guy,
play,
right?
Just a little bathroom fun.
So this is another male?
Yes, another male.
Oh, this one he would jerk
He's
off.
a local one, yeah.
He's a local jerker offer.
I think
He jerks off at the urinals.
I think he
That's his
does
thing.
that.
Yeah.
Like I have seen it before. I said I've seen you in here before. I was like, it
It's
looks
his kink.
good.
It don't kink shame. It's my kink.
Like if you ever need a helping hand,
And so Saturday night was the night.
Saturday night. And then after the bar closed, like,
Here's where things get weird.
now the lights came on and I was like, oh, it's worse than I thought. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I had a memory though.
Yeah.
Do you remember the people coming up to us saying like, "Don't you want to have fun?" And they were like handing us
Yes.
tickets and shit.
I think I went to that.
I think that's really fucking weird.
It was
I think that's
weird,
what was throwing me off too. I'm like,
There were,
some
like,
guy was
party
like,
people.
"Hey," and I'm like, "Ugh," and I'm
There
like,
were like actual party
the one girl was like,
people.
"Don't you want to have fun?"
I
I'm
was
like, "No,
Not really.
Hi."
So of course I did it.
So of course, then all of a sudden I see on my Instagram the next
Afties.
morning, Afties, and I see that it was at 3 a.m.
I haven't been to Afties in over a year. Like
Not just Afties, honey. It was
an
like a
actual
rave.
No, it was real.
I'm like-
it was $25 to get in
Where was it?
off like Fifth. It was horrifying in a way, but it was. He was like, the guy I went with, Sam, was like, I can't believe I just paid $75 to get in here, and I was like, well, here, I'll pay for mine, obviously. And then like they didn't have alcohol because it's after 2 and they don't have a liquor license,
Well, and it's
and
like
it's
a-
like
it's like a
illegal, so
fake-
it's like fake party.
Yeah.
But I think they had other things.
Like
but I
cocaine.
was probably.
Oh, that's
but I
when
was
coke
like,
comes
I
out.
don't need it. But they had like a DJ and like neon lights.
I
inside.
saw the video
it
and I'm
seemed
like-
pretty like. But it was, for me, it was too straight. Like it was way too many straight
There
couples.
was- it
and
was-
I don't want to be around straight couples. Like no offense, but if I'm trying to have fun, I'm not like, let me find a nice straight bar, a dance club.
Let
for
me go with
straight
all the
people.
drug addict straights and
Right.
gays.
It's like, no, I don't want that. So we really stayed for like 30 minutes and left because
you're like-
that Uber was at 2:55 in the morning, and you know
Right.
AWOL doesn't really kick you out till 2:30. Like
so where would you go
2:15.
after that?
Home. Oh, that was home. I was like, he invited me over, but I told him I couldn't. I was like, well, I haven't talked about it with Matt, and I haven't, I can't
Right,
just like
there's
not,
rules and
I can't just not come
regulations.
home. He was
Right.
like, no, I get it. It's fine.
Oh my god. I'm telling you, I
So
woke
that's my
up. So I woke
Afties.
up at 8:00 and I see this video of Afties at 3, and I go, "Oh no,
You,
oh no." So then I see. Here's with my little hint though that you were alive.
yeah.
The hint was that you had your shit on silent, and that's
Do
when
not disturb.
Do not disturb.
I'm
and
in. During the day, I'm never in D&D.
You go night. When you're in night mode, you're do not disturb. Other than that, you're.
That's true. I
you're
never
available.
go. I know. I don't go. Yeah.
But it's your pattern. We talked about patterns. That's your pattern.
You
Like,
know,
I
if I'm in D&D, I'm asleep.
You're sleeping.
And that's how you know. Even if I work a night shift the next day,
Yep,
like
that's
why
exactly.
at noon
Why
is
aren't
he
you
not
answering
responding?
me? And then I'm like,
I'm
oh.
asleep.
Yep, exactly.
I'm only in D&D when I'm asleep.
No, that's why I
Yeah.
knew. So
Oh,
that's why I
good.
knew.
Okay,
so I was like,
that's, thank God.
so then I was like,
Because I woke up, I was like, oh shit, I never texted him
So-
back. You were like, hi, and I just like didn't respond.
yeah, I actually did buzz you at that point. I did the notify anyway.
I don't think it. I don't. Well, I think it was like
yeah, it was like an
this.
hour and a half later.
At that point, I had earplugs in.
It
I
was
dead.
so.
I woke up at
fucking
like
funny,
2
though, to me.
p.m. on Sunday. Like I said.
all of a sudden you're like, hi, and I'm like, it just brought me back to like college in a way, but
yes,
it was like
when you're
fun.
like, you don't know where your friend is, and you're like, hopefully they're alive.
I'm like, well, they're fine.
they went home with that one random, but like they're fine.
Well, and then I'm like, he's an adult, like he's made it this far.
Yeah.
But I'm like, but he was drunk, but I was drunk, so maybe it was just me thinking.
right.
And it was.
Well, you were worse than me. Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
But I wasn't great.
You weren't great.
Like I got to that place and I was like, I'm fine that they don't have alcohol. Like that's how
It
I
was
felt.
actually probably a blessing.
I was like, I don't need a drink at 2:30 in the morning. You know what I mean?
because then it's after that, it's like
It's not like I'm in LA or New York. Like if I were in New York, yeah, I would have another drink.
Right,
Like
'cause
we
it's-
did for
they
4
would
nights in a row.
They'd still have a liquor license.
I know.
And they'd have dicks
And it
everywhere,
would,
not covering their
actually, it
hole.
would still be the same bar because they wouldn't have to close at
right.
2.
And there wouldn't be. Anyway, I can't even go there.
And
with
there wouldn't have
that.
been the entire crowd there wouldn't have made it. where
So,
we-
so what you went to? Again, I want to make a place that's called Before's or whatever. and
yes,
make
before he's
all
like
the old people go
a
there.
dark fun party,
like a 4:00 in the afternoon,
A
like
naughty little
rave.
slut area.
a slut party at 4 p.m.
We need a slut era. Charlie XCX needs to make slut.
We are in a slut era.
Error. Is it an error?
We're in a slut era.
An error.
It's not a really professional era.
Yeah. By the way, Michael said you're going to Charlie XCX.
I'm not.
He already said
He's going.
You're going.
I'm not going.
You're going.
Well, I don't know.
I already got his VIP.
I'm not listening to you.
It's fine.
You're so annoying with your money. You're so money. You're so money. You're annoying. I almost said you're so annoying with your money. You're like, I got his VIP, so you have to go.
I know, it's so great.
Like, okay. Well, I can't.
It's a once in a lifetime.
Now. So anyway, so that was Saturday night. So
They were wild,
and then the president dropped out of the race, and so here we are.
Andor dropped dead.
I have some funny fucking shit I wrote down though,
because I
have a few things that are actually like decent. Well, I want to make a comment. First of all, shout out to I don't want to say her name just in case she gets in. I don't want to get her in trouble. But my girl at my med spa. Hi.
Okay, we need to hear this.
I walk in. So first of all, I had to admit something. I go, can I?
He's skinny.
First of all, I'm skinny.
That's what he has to admit.
Well, first of all, I'm skinny. I'm the lowest I've been since like
18, which is that's like, kind of crazy. It took 20 years.
Yeah, but I always stayed around.
A journey.
I always stayed around this and then 10 pounds lighter. So like this was the heavier side of like
where you were when you were 18ish.
Yeah, but I was actually lighter at 18, maybe 20.
Okay.
I don't know. When I stopped doing
that's
shit,
crazy to me that like that young of an age, you got that heavy.
I've never been
couldn't do athletics, couldn't do other things, like go on walks.
Well, I could. I just
you could have
chose not to.
Right.
And then all my 20s
it's the crippling
into
depression.
30, I was like, I don't want to do anything. I'm
You're
at
like,
work all day long.
I'm not able to have any fun or express myself because I'm straight.
Now I just walk the neighborhood with a bulge band and no underwear on and hope that some hot guy sees me. And that's why I walk the neighborhood. And that's admitting something. But anyway,
I didn't realize that.
Oh, yeah. Especially
like a gangbanger
for B. Just in case B's out mowing.
B could be there.
B could be around. C or D could he as well. So I go into the thing today and I weigh in. I'm like, I don't know how I'm gonna do because I actually don't. Usually I tell her like
you don't. In the past couple weeks you've gained.
Well, you know what's crazy? I lost 3 pounds.
Like +3, -3, +2,
and then now -4.
Yeah.
I keep doing that.
That's what I told you. I was like, it's how it. I tried to tell Matt this. He won't believe me.
It's a seesaw.
I said, Matt, that could all. A pound of water is like nothing.
That's exactly.
I was like, you can't go in and be like, I'm +1 pound, and like, or you just need to get rid of some water.
If you're not gaining more than 5 pounds, you're fine. I mean, that's my rule. And by that, I mean, if you're gaining 5 pounds, you know you fucking did
then that's real weight.
And you know it.
No, but
and you know it.
I regularly on a Monday, I'm like, there's no way I ate 3 pounds worth of food.
No.
Weight gain this weekend. That's like so many calories.
Also, we walked from
and then
bar
it goes
to bar.
away.
Like,
I'm like, well, that was a lot of water weight, I guess.
Yeah, it's true. And a lot of
eating out, salt, water.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Like a lot. And then you get dehydrated from drinking.
It's the whole thing.
That's kind of the best time to weigh.
I
look so skinny the next day after I drink all night.
I don't look good.
All of a sudden I'm like, wow, everything's tight.
High and tight, babe.
Because I'm dehydrated as fuck. It's not good. It's not cute. It's not good for your body.
It's not good for your body, but it's good for modeling.
But it's good for the looks.
So we weigh myself. Oh God, I sound like an Irish.
We weighed
myself, and I found out I lost weight. So then I walked in the room. I go, hi. I go, I need to admit something to you. And she goes, okay. And I was like, and I trust that I can say this to you. And she goes, yeah, because she listens to the show sometimes. So she knows.
I love this.
She knows who. Shout out to the med spa that Bobby goes to.
Shout out to Bobby's med spa.
Now, I go to her. I go,
could get a discount.
Can you? Well, not yet. Well, maybe. Anyway, I said, there was a really hot guy that walked in after me. And I assume they're not there for semaglutide. So I admitted to her, I said, I want to admit something. I admit that every guy that I see that walks in here, I'm assuming they're getting the penile. And she goes, she said it for me. Penile injection, which is like the filler, penis filler. And
like
to make their dick look bigger and fatter. We've talked about this before, how the head gets small, but then around it's big because people want girth.
I know. I don't like that when
it's ugly as fuck.
The girth around it, and I'm like, the head looks so small now.
It's like,
yeah, it almost looks uncircumcised.
It's like a reverse turtle.
Yeah.
It's like, what are we doing here? Your neck, it's like a giraffe that turtles.
It's like a turtleneck dick.
And it's fat though, and it's not cute. It's just, you can tell it's like plumped from like, it looks like a juicy.
It doesn't look real to me. And then when it's hard, it's like not fully hard.
It's not.
So to me, that's where
filler.
I'm like, but they can feel that. Like a girl's going to grab it and be like, spongy, huh?
Yeah.
Huh.
So, but my admitting something was probably true. And then I remember one time the guy
Then
left.
we
and
need to go and just like hang out there.
this guy was really hot too.
Like sit in the parking lot and be like,
I know. And then watch their truck pull up, their big truck or their loud
the
car.
balls on the back.
You're like,
Truck nuts.
so you go here to get your dick
plugged.
filled. So
That's
anyway,
kind of a
isn't that a
weird-
funny little thing though? I said,
That's
like, this is how I
weird.
am with people. Remember I was telling you the other day, like how I make people feel like normal and alive? I never said that.
I don't remember you ever saying that.
No, but like I make people feel normal and comfortable
At
around me.
ease.
I know how to make people comfortable around me.
Same.
So same. So
This is how we get the
this is
info
how we get
out.
it.
This is how we
do it.
extract info. This is how we poo
This is how we poo. We just say like,
oh yeah.
just be honest. And I'm like, I just gotta say something to you. I have to be honest. I think that every guy that walks in here was getting filler, and that's
And most of them are.
and I did, and
unless
and
they're
there
fat.
was. I'm not going to deny or say it, but there was a little bit of a
little bit of a.
yeah.
She's like, we do 10 a day.
Yeah, she's
like honestly, they probably do
They
a lot.
probably
per
do
day.
a lot,
It only
especially in
takes
the area.
less than 30 minutes. You're just like, get your small.
Some
dicks
of the
out.
people you see at a med spa,
I know.
you're like,
So I have a confession.
oh boy,
I've been considering going to one.
same
Just because.
for.
Yeah, we can.
I was actually going to get filler before camping.
Let's before camping even.
That's what I said. Like this
Where?
weekend, the Java.
You don't need
Java
filler. Would they put filler in for the recall, or you mean Botox?
Botox filler.
Where do you need filler though? I want filler under here because I have big
See, I don't
saggy.
have. I look pretty good.
You don't need filler really. I can't
Maybe my
figure out a
jawline.
place. It's already pretty square.
I know. I'm pretty hot.
I don't know where I'd put it.
My cock.
No, you don't.
No,
you
I don't
definitely
want that
don't
ugly-
need that. You don't want that.
No, I don't.
You don't want a spongy hard dick. Like,
No, it's too. It's
it's
pretty
like a
thick as
Mr.
it
Clean
is.
white eraser. Like we don't need it.
Yeah. Ew.
It's so gross.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah, it's like it's plump,
So
right?
we actually are in the.
But like, I want to go.
Well, we should go and get something done.
We should together and film it. Oh
That's
my
what I'm saying.
God.
I think that's what-
actually.
I think this is
okay.
the next level of
I
our
found a
show.
cheaper place. It's called Hydrate Me, but Jimmy goes, so it's legit.
I don't
It's a
know if I
med
can-
spa. They do filler. They do everything.
I don't know if I can cheat on my people.
Oh, because you want to do it there. Oh yeah, you could
It's
do
because
that.
that's where
I would go there with you. That's fine because Matt goes there.
I
Yeah.
mean,
So I feel like it's fine.
it's fine. Look at
It's
me now.
real. It's a med. It's a med
Obviously,
spa.
look, it's working.
Let's make an appointment because I need to do it definitely before PV.
Yeah, that's
where
what I'm
I'm
saying.
think-
Let's do PV.
I think for PV, I want a little bit of filler here, and I want these wrinkles flattened.
You don't even have wrinkles that are really that bad. Okay.
Yeah, no, honey.
Well, when you do
especially when
that-
I'm tired,
Yeah.
I have a ton. We have a lot.
Oh no.
No, like we're 40. We're supposed to.
You're not 40, bitch. You're 36.
7 in like 2 months.
Oh, ew.
Yeah, it's August, so that's September,
Honey, it's
October.
not August.
Oh,
Stop
it's not?
rushing my
Wait,
life.
what time is it?
It's July 22nd.
Oh yeah, I forgot we're on a deadline for you, so that's a little worrisome. Oh, you just say stop to 2 different campaign emails, like or text.
Oh,
messages.
I'm so
I
fucking
just
over
got
that
2
shit.
more. I've already done 3 or 4. I'm like,
Wow, Dems are surging. Support for Harris. Will you keep this in the moment? No, I won't.
yeah, like no, I'm not paying you. You have enough money. All elections should be publicly funded.
Yeah.
There should be a limit. We have got to talk about this. Sitting to pee.
We realize this is why we like sitting.
First of all,
Well, you've
I'm
always-
glad you finally jumped on
I am
the
a
train.
sitter. I'm now about a 60%
because I
sit.
got made fun of for the first how many years of knowing you because I'm a perma sitter. Like I only stand to pee if I have to because it's a
like
public
at urinals
restroom.
or
Yeah, because
Or
I'm
in
not.
someone's mouth.
I would rather not. I'd rather not sit on a public toilet seat unless it's like an airport freshly cleaned
Actually,
and you
I
can
don't
tell.
care.
Oh,
I mean, I'm
you're not gonna sit at slam or like you're not. Well, there you can, but like a man's bar, like AWOL's toilets, I'm not sitting on that. Do you know how many people have peed on that? There's piss all over it.
Do you know how many people have just put all their gunk and shit on the bars that we're leaning on?
Gunk.
Their body?
But it's not from
I
the genital
guess.
poopy area. I'm worried about poop and pee and gonorrhea in the pee.
Oh, well.
So I'm not going to sit down on a gonorrhea.
okay. I don't
seat.
really sit down at a bar anyway, but I mean,
Right,
I
you
used
don't.
to poop at Level, which they had the best bathrooms for that. Sorry.
I'm not actually a fan.
I'm not actually a fan.
They really did have full like
Yeah, you
ceiling
go
to
poop
floor.
in Level. It was like a
I think
quiet
that's
gay
for
bar.
like cocaine and sex, but I'm glad you took it to the pooping area.
Honey, it's cocaine, sex, and
and
shit.
it, and that may be why it closed. It was more of a quiet gay bar.
By that I mean
The
nobody
crowd
went.
was.
It was fine, but
It was fine for me. I loved it. I got so much attention.
it's where you go to calm down
and get attention.
because there's older crowd.
Yeah, they loved us. All the olds
You
were
sit at
like,
the bar, all the olds, which are now us.
no, now they're in the graveyard. It's been 15 years. Like,
and literally that's us.
do you know
now.
what I mean?
Right.
Like some
Like-
of them might not be alive.
But listen,
That's us. We're the olds.
We're the olds now. We're the ones that are in the corner that are almost. We're like think about when you were 20, you saw a 40-year-old. You're like, oh, he's hot for 40.
Oh yeah, for an old man.
But you'd be
I'd be
like,
he's cute for an old guy.
But then you'd be like, oh no, like he's. I don't know.
He's gonna die tomorrow. Like I'd be worried about it. I would worry like we're gonna have sex and he'll be like, oh.
But it's different.
But now I'm like, don't worry, my heart's fine. I think I'm gonna find out in a month.
Yeah, we got to get that tested.
What if I have to get a stent?
It'd be for the best.
Yeah, I probably would.
Get it before PV. I can't take you to.
We've got a lot of
hospital.
injections to get before PV. Also, that's going to be expensive because getting a good filler is going to be like $1,000, $750 maybe.
Oh, okay.
But then Botox for this and for me for our foreheads.
Well, let's get a discount.
This will be like $400, $300 to $400.
I don't know if I want to do it.
It'd be fun and we'd look good. You know, we'd look good.
Yeah.
We already do, but it would just be another like.
I'm just afraid then I'll look like Matt Gaetz, and
you won't. That amount of he's had so much work.
What the fuck?
I think cheek implants, a facelift, chin filler. Like he went beyond Botox. Like what we're talking about.
So
like we're talking like minor touch ups. He's had surgical
really
procedures
scary.
to like get this, and the amount of filler here. And I mean, you can tell everything's pulled back like this. So I think he had a full facelift because he has a hairline that I can't get a facelift because you can't hide the incision, right?
Oh.
Yeah. So
I could get a really good facelift.
You could do a facelift.
Honey, it'd be hidden, honey. My forehead would be from this to here now.
It would be short. Yeah. That's the only thing is like you would be Matt Gaetz. But you know what you'd get? You get to fuck your 17-year-old Cuban adopted nephew.
I cannot.
If you want to do that.
Matt Gaetz me,
He's
honey.
like, I never did that. It's like,
okay.
Tell us about Nestor.
Now
or
let's
whatever
look
the
in
fuck
the
his
mirror
name
and
is.
let's look at our mirror
and let's decide who looks like a drag queen and a pedophile.
Right.
It's Matt Gaetz.
Matt Gaetz, period.
Like, he came out. I was like, this can't be real.
Goddamn embarrassing.
Did you see Rudy Giuliani just fall
Oh,
over?
yeah. He just felt drunk.
He's just walking down the aisle.
Oh
and
my
he's like,
God. Did you see Marjorie Taylor Greene making the noises?
It was like Liza Minnelli in Arrested Development.
Did you hear her making noises?
Marjorie Taylor Greene making noises?
She'd go, and in America. Oh, I gotta find this. I've gotta find this. I've gotta find it.
I mean, because these people can barely talk. Like
she's like, we're gonna make America great again.
MTG is so inbred. Like every time I see her, I'm worried. She is bleach blonde, bad built, butch body.
Fiery member of Congress struggled mightily as her body rejected the unity theme as though it were transplanted like a monkey heart.
The founding father of the America First movement, Donald John Trump. Make America successful again. Wealthy again. The country we deserve.
She knows she's making that noise, right? Or is that the noise she makes when the interior monologue is going, Marjorie, there's going to be plenty of time to talk about satanic Democrats. Just keep it in. Marjorie, this is hard to do. Oh.
Okay, do you know the best part about this, though, is that all of this is behind us? Because, like, Biden dropping out
changes
sucked
everything.
the room out of it. Like, no one gives a fuck about the assassination, their RNC convention. It's like, okay, well, we're not talking about that anymore.
Back to P streams.
P streams. So, my theory, and I started this probably like 10 years ago, I was like, if I'm at home, I'm sitting. I'm tired of the splash. I'm tired of finding little drops of pee on the underside
Everywhere.
of the toilet seat or just on the ground. Like, they're all over. When you look at a man's toilet,
It's hard to aim
if you
sometimes.
go to like your bachelor friend's bathroom and look, they are missing the toilet. Like, a lot of pee goes around the toilet. Even if they think they're aiming well, sometimes the force of the stream
Nope.
coming out.
You don't know the splash
And then also there's the
factor.
side effect of when you're pee shy, like everyone can hear your stream.
Mm-hmm.
Do you really want everyone to hear your stream? Like, especially, and why do they keep building bathrooms right off the kitchen in every house I ever go to? But like, you know, sometimes yours is at least removed by a tiny hallway.
Little hallway.
But sometimes it's right by the family room or kitchen, and you're like, you shut the door and you're just like,
can't shit.
I have to stand up and pee in front of this whole room. Everyone's quietly talking.
Actually, I would sit.
Oh, I always sit for that.
I would
that's
sit
what
for
I'm saying.
that.
But that's another reason to sit. You can play on your phone while you're sitting. You
That's
can
another
actually do
reason.
other things.
Right.
You can like use both hands. You don't have to like do this and
You give your cock a good blood
relax.
flow.
Yeah, like
Because every time you stand from the
gravity from sitting and the angle helps
gravity
the pee come
helps.
out.
It does.
You can lean forward to really force it out. The argument for sitting, it's a better argument.
It's a better argument.
And now he's a
now I'm
60%
sitter.
or plus. I say you're a majority sitter, which is a big change for you.
I mean, I don't sit at work.
Oh.
So it's not really. It's
Why?
like it's only like at home when I'm high.
It's only at home when I'm high, so 60%.
So literally when I
so literally every day, all the time
so
when you're high.
when I'm like feeling like I
When
can't
you're
stand
high.
when I'm like
yeah.
because sometimes I get
My
like
legs don't work.
and sometimes
That's a
they
common phrase.
shake. I've told you this
They
before during the
shake.
usually when I'm high at like a sporting event and the national anthem, I'm feeling like I'm doing this whole. I told you this before.
Yeah, every sporting thing you go to, you think you're gonna fall
forward.
You're like,
Like,
I can't stand.
I'm like,
actually, in your defense, the last time I was at the crew game, I was like, I can't stand.
honestly, I'm skinny
I
now.
don't want to
though.
stand.
I want to go to the
I don't
Nationwide
wanna stand
Arena.
up.
Sit in one of those seats now, honey,
Yeah, we should.
as a celebration.
We haven't been in a while.
Well, there's nobody playing. That's why.
Oh.
Season's over.
When does it restart? I feel like it's
October.
soon. Oh god,
which is
that's so far away.
Is it?
You're not 37 yet.
You're not 37 yet.
So Peen, we're team set.
We're team set, and we want to just like if you're having problems aiming, especially in the middle of the night, and
I will say, if you want to show off, you stand. Because I have some gay guys do find it attractive if you're standing and peeing and it's loud in a toilet. I'm not,
sure.
I've noticed some.
I
guys
used to do
will be
that
like,
for every single person I pee next
Hey,
to, which don't
They
judge my
fucking
stream.
love it. They fucking love it.
My stream's like,
Yeah, it's the prostate.
no, it's
It
shy.
probably is.
It's not because I don't pee like that at home. I don't. I pee right away.
I'll be the judge of that.
I literally pee right away everywhere else, but at
And it's a firm stream.
for sure.
I thought we were talking about fanning out in the spring.
Well, no, sometimes it sprays, but also that happens after I come.
Yeah.
You have to really make sure you pee after you come. Did you know that?
Yeah, you don't want any of that to.
No, you got to get it out. Get your cum out. Because am I dry in there?
It's so gross.
It's so fucking gross. But yeah, that's usually when it happens is a stream of your cum splitting up your pee river.
Oh,
That sounded so fucking disgusting.
yeah, cum and pee river, like gross.
Saturated Brats. Name of our campground.
I actually love that. I forgot about that. It's so good.
I know. Except for
We are the saturated brats.
they're going to be like, okay. And we're like, what?
First of all, they're probably going to never have heard of Brat. So, like, there's that problem.
You're really putting a lot of.
I don't think these people are really in the Brat vibe.
They will be.
They're going to be in the Kenny Chesney vibe.
Not the.
Like,
Okay, so I will say the locals, they call them seasonals, if you will.
What's that?
The seasonals that live there in the summer. Like literally they take their camper there and live there. They are probably not going to know what Brat is as much. That's the
But the
older
people who
crowd.
come in, yeah.
That's the one with the money that'll
That's who
like
you wanna be.
That'll provide like shots for everybody and be like, this is just a good time. And they just want to see a hot young body. And you're just like, hey,
I can oblige.
we're looking at the visitors here. The visitors that are coming, it's
the
going to
ones who are
depend on the
coming out of
weekend.
town, especially the ones who flew in. Like those are
Boston.
the ones who really want to be there. You know
I
what
mean, there's an older crowd. I'll say that.
I'll say that.
And you're going to see some really ugly bodies and some really ugly dicks, including mine.
I'm worried.
Why? Are you really worried? You're gonna, yeah. I'm worried too because you're gonna judge me.
I know. I'm gonna be like, oh.
You're gonna be like, oh, we always make fun of all these people, and look at him.
I'm literally gonna be like, well, there goes
There
me
goes that
egging him
fantasy.
on. Guess I'm not taking his load tonight.
No, honestly, it's fine. I really am fine. I'm good.
I'm gonna hear Michael over in the other tent.
There's no sucking dick in the tent. I'll be escaping to the barn.
Thank you. Keep it off our campsite.
at Fort Dix.
The saturated brats do not endorse full sex on our
Why
campsite.
the fuck would I do it at the campsite when I
I
go do it
wouldn't
in front
either.
of people and
I'm
all
not
these other
going
places?
to.
There's places to go to do it in front of everyone.
That is better. I would prefer to have it done to me.
I'm
though,
not gonna do it at the
in
camp.
front of everyone. I'm not. First of
boring.
all, I'm not sucking a dick at the camp. Have you seen the camp dicks?
I mean, I think you'll.
Have you seen Fort Dix?
I think you'll change your mind. There's some hot dick.
Okay.
I love the
I'm just
like the one you sent me today on Twitter. If some guy was there like with that dick,
that guy.
I'd be like,
that dick is so perfect. If it's that
Pretty.
big, soft.
but that could be that also though could be.
I think you're just saying that
deceiving.
because you're worried about your dick.
I'm not. I'm really not. I'm not.
I feel like I've never seen a big dick that's not big soft.
Okay. I mean, I can prove you wrong.
No, there's no way.
When you say big, what is big for you?
like that on that.
Yeah, but what's big hard versus big
Oh.
soft? Like that's what I'm trying to figure it out.
A difference of like 4 inches. Never seen.
Oh.
I've never seen someone go from No.
I mean,
4 is a lot of inches. I don't think people realize that. You're bigger than you think soft is the problem. You think you're like tiny.
And I'm
it's
up
like, no,
here.
you're not. You've got actually a big 4-inch softie.
It's more like 3, I think.
Not from what I've seen. There's no way. I just saw it Saturday. Like that was not 3.
You.
That was not 3. I think you don't know how to use a ruler because it's really small in your hand. Because you're a giant.
Right,
you're
actually,
a giant.
but I also
you have
feel
a
like
giant
that's part of my
dick.
problem.
Yeah, you're like you have a giant dick, and you're like, oh my god. Like my biggest softie ever
No, but
is your
see, I
smallest
see your dick and
softie
I
ever.
think you're big.
But that's when I'm fluffed. I'm fluffed.
Right. But I need to be fluffed too. It's not like this just comes this way. This is a really big topic.
This is a big topic. Sorry, we're talking about our dicks nonstop.
No, but this is a big topic that we're gonna address
We're gonna
at camp.
unpack it.
Should we talk about to people at camp about their dicks?
Yeah.
And measure dicks there?
Yeah.
And give them bulge bands for measuring.
Good idea.
We're giving away
We have to
bulge
wrap
bands.
around to see what centimeter would be your best. Which one?
Circumference.
Circumference. My name. That's a good drag name. Circumference.
Oh, I'm circumference.
Or drag king. Circumference.
It's like, yeah.
You know, sir, like sir.
Circumference.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. What? I like it. I didn't. Why did that give you the
You're
vibe that
afraid of being measured.
I'm not. I'm really not.
The truth comes out. We got a
I'm
small
not.
cock over here. Small cocked Bobby.
No, here's the thing.
I'm worried I'm going to wake up at camp
It's
and be
my
like,
body though that I don't like. It's the big body around the cock that makes
it's
me
the bad
feel like
bleach blonde.
it's the bleach
butch
blonde
body.
butch body. That's like, oh, so it's
Yeah.
a big dick, but to me
Yeah, I see what you say.
and my big hands, well, it is big. It's big.
It's a big dick.
It's big. It's
I know.
fine.
I love how we're like justifying.
But this is what I want to get over with you, especially in particular, and Sean.
You won't have to get over. Well, you guess you do.
No, because
I'm
I don't
already
want
over
you
it.
to like. I don't want you to judge me. I'm being dead ass serious right now. Like this is a big deal in our friendship right now. I'm not even kidding. This is gonna make or break our friendship.
Why?
So everybody,
Why do you think I would judge you? I love how I have the smaller dick up between the two of us, and you're like, "Don't judge me."
No, I
I'm
don't
like,
know.
Okay, so I'm supposed to be judged by you.
I'm not judging you. I already,
Then that means I should be more worried than you.
objectively speaking, but on your body it looks different. I want my body to look different. Not
Okay.
even being. I will never have the dick that I want, which would be like a big old.
I know.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you won't.
I have huge legs. I have huge hands.
That's true.
So
Everything
everything's
else
kind of
is
like.
big.
So I'm like, and it's like, oh, it's big, but it's you got to get to it. Got to get around those.
You gotta
bleach
let
blonde,
me lay back on the bed and not move.
You gotta get that bleach blonde blue hair body.
Bad
Anyway.
built, bleach blonde, butch body.
So yeah, that's all I have on that docket, and
I love that.
we have sundries now. So
Straight people. I'm sick of going to straight spaces. That's my sundry. Like, I hate saying it, but the more I think about it, the more I'm trying to
boring.
avoid going to straight. I went to a work party on Friday, and obviously it's all straight. And it was just like fine. You know, it was like everyone's so excited, and I'm like, this is so boring, but everyone's
they think
so
putt
excited.
putt is fun,
Right. I'm like, why am I coming? That is the biggest read on straight people ever. Like, they think putt putt
Like-
is. They really do
like
look forward
Friday night,
to
they're
it.
like, oh my god, last
I
night I
went-
went putt putting, and
when
I'm
I
like,
went to Myrtle Beach with Matt's family,
I can't putt putt. I like, listen.
I have to tell you a secret.
Oh no.
I
You're good at
I
putt-putt.
saw the line. I played like 3 holes with them, and I didn't want to keep waiting in line for the next hole, so I went and sat in the car and watched videos on my iPhone until they finished. But that's how I feel about straight spaces. That's how I feel about putt-putt.
It's boring. It's tired.
not that
It's-
fun. It's like I do it for a little bit, and then I'm like, okay, so is anything exciting happening? Like, nope. Everyone's had
We
a
can ride
couple
the
drinks.
go-karts.
Yeah, oh my god, I know.
Okay, so I'm gonna.
I'd rather sit on my ass under a tree and look out at the water.
I mean, really, we're gonna go ride in fucking go karts where all the exhaust
First of all,
is
can you
blowing in my
fit?
face. Well, now I probably can, but
And then second of all, you really can't overcome the person in front of you. That's why they let everyone separate. They don't want
Right.
accidents. You can't really pass someone in a go-kart anymore. You can. It's
but
rare.
you got to really know.
I
what you're
have done it a
doing.
few times,
Yeah.
but it's difficult.
You got to be aerodynamic. You got to be really.
You have to
able
stick to the
turn.
corners when you turn.
Literally.
And I can do it.
I
I've done
really
it, but
understand what
it's-
you're saying.
Yeah.
It's like,
But it's like a little bit like the most exciting thing to them is so mid to me. It's like,
I agree.
you got drunk at the zoo. Okay.
I was drunk at the
Was
zoo
there
at noon.
any? I'm like, was there any dick out? Like, did anyone hook up on
Did
the
you guys
balcony?
like make out? Like,
Have we learned anyone's
Did you see
deepest,
anybody
darkest
hot?
secrets?
Yeah,
Oh,
I mean,
no,
it's not
no,
even-
you don't. I didn't see anyone.
It's not even about like hooking up necessarily. It's more about like just like letting loose and like
Being free.
being
yeah,
free.
being free too
It
if you
feels
wanted
like you're
to.
kind of like locked
Everyone
up.
is like, oh, like I was wearing a
Oh.
crop top and it was like, oh my God, I can't believe you're wearing that.
Oh
I'm
my
like,
God, did you see?
I'm like, it's a crop top. Like, I don't even have my thong. I was like, I'm wearing a thong as well. That's what I told people. I was like, I'm also wearing a thong. Oh my God. I'm like, what is happening? And then I wore a Speedo to my friend's pool party, and that was like a big, like, oh, ow, a Speedo. I'm like, what? Guys, like, I'm worried about
This
them.
is why
I'm
straight
worried
guys,
about the straights.
I'm worried about the
They're
straights
so
too.
bored. The
They're
straight guys are so
boring.
bored.
Honestly, they are, because I feel like a lot of them, especially the real
They're
straight
like-
guys, the real straight guys will listen to these stories and laugh.
Yeah.
The fake ones are like those faggots.
Right.
But the real ones, but I think that
The real ones
the real ones are like, damn, that sounds fun. Like that sounds like
wow,
it'd be
so
fun.
You actually can just do that and have fun.
You can just, yeah, and that's what it is like being gay. Don't
Yeah,
have kids
all the time.
Fine.
I know. That's the other thing is
Yeah,
I forgot.
that's what
like,
it is.
Like all of them I'm hanging out with, I'm like, oh, they had to find a fucking babysitter to be here. I was just like, I'm going to Uber home after this.
Yep.
My husband's going to go walk the dog. Like,
Yeah, like I don't have.
they're
we
like,
have
how'd you
but-
get here? I'm like, I'm just going to Uber. Well, who drove you? I'm just going to Uber. Like, I don't understand why no one's thought of this before. Like, you can actually stay out and do whatever you want.
This is
You're an
also-
adult. Oh,
well-
wait, you have 5 kids.
and a wife and
Go do your
dogs.
thing. I'm like, go do your thing.
And you probably live in the suburbs, and I feel like that's also part of
They
the problem
do,
is that we're
yeah.
able to get from point A to point
Right.
B because we're like city folk.
Yeah, they're like, how do you do that? You go out all the time.
It's
I'm like,
like-
it's a $10
it's a
Uber.
mile away.
It's like right
Literally.
to here, and then it's done.
Yeah, I think they don't understand. They don't
So my
understand
whole
that.
life, I feel like it's sad that my whole lifestyle is so exotic to them when it feels completely normal to me and actually tame. Like my life is tame. I've never been to Fire Island. I've never been to P-Town.
Not
You
yet.
know,
I've
I'm
been
not
to the Eagle.
I've never been to Palm Springs. I've only been to Wilton Manors once. Like I'm not trying. I honestly haven't done that many crazy things in a gay life.
I have kind of, and I've been less gay.
Yeah.
or like gay.
But for me, it's just like, okay, I don't get it. So straight people, they're on the outs with me. Like straight
I
people
think
are
that
out
might-
for 2025 for me. I'm not doing any more straight events or straights only. I almost don't even want to travel with them. It has to be like a mix where like gays are 50% at least.
I mean, the Straights were at the Rib Festival this weekend
Oh,
with
fuck.
Brian McKnight,
like what the fuck?
and that was the night.
What the fuck?
They
That
were
sounds so boring.
standing in line for 45 minutes for a rib
One rib.
and to listen to Brian McKnight. I want you to really think about that.
Think about it. And that's the highlight of their July.
And
That's the highlight.
Oh,
But yeah, that's my sundries. Straights are out for me. I'm sorry if you're straight and you're my friend. I'm not saying you're out as a friend. I'm just saying in terms of the events, like just assume I really don't want to go there. I don't want to go to dinner. I don't want to go to dinner with 7 straight couples or 6 straight couples. Like
Or
it's
7 girls.
The way it, the way it, like we talked about last week. Do we even look at women when we're out? But like the way it falls apart at these dinners, like and the girls start breaking up into the wives, and I'm always lumped in the wife category when I want to be with the men category. But like they're talking about such boring things. I don't want to be with the men.
Oh my
But then I'm
God.
listening to the women talk about the kids, and I'm like,
Yep.
actually, I don't need to be here. Like nothing fun's happening in your life. Nothing. So straights are out for 2025. I'm gonna let them hang on for the rest of this year, and we'll see what happens.
oh my God, Becklin stopped putting away his toys. It's like, I'm sorry.
You should have seen her today. She wants new shoes.
Oh my God, how fucking sad.
Like, yeah, like you should. Oh.
I'm sorry. And we're sorry for
Sundries.
you. We want you to be happy. My sundry is going to be very interesting, I think. Because I just thought of it, but I also,
Did ya?
it's interesting. I hate getting ready. And by that, I mean, I hate every routine that I have. By that, I mean, I hate showering. I hate brushing
So
my teeth. I fucking hate in the morning when I have to take all my pills. I hate the monotonous of life where you have to.
agree.
The pills for me lately have been such a struggle. I'm like, I'm so annoyed that I have to
take
take
'em.
all these pills.
I know.
And I like them. They're good for me. They're fine. Some of them are supplements. They're great.
Someone get your dick hard.
Some get my dick hard. Some of them are for my mental state. Some are for my narcolepsy.
Which isn't going well.
Oh, it's fine.
We're taking your uppers, your downers.
No, I'm actually
your dick
really,
uppers,
I
your
actually,
dick downers.
I'm really good. I am.
Oh, that's good.
No, I feel good.
You did read that book.
The books have been helping. I've been reading a lot of books. Anyway, I can't stand
Any routine.
but it's like, it's getting bad.
Let's put it this way. I sat on the couch for like 2 hours yesterday knowing I needed to shower, but I had to work up to showering. And
Yep.
finally I was like, well, I'm
guess I can
hungry. So if
finally
we are
go.
going to go to
Right,
dinner.
it has to be something that-
Since we're going to dinner, I have to shower. So I have to go shower now. It's 5:30.
I mean-
But I could have showered at 2 p.m. Like I was like, oh, okay.
Like I don't even go to bed drunk without brushing my teeth and putting like my mouth guard in the like thing
same.
and like.
But to get there,
but getting home,
I'll
and
lay
I'm
in
like,
bed
God
sometimes and
damn
be like,
it.
I'll brush my teeth right before
Yeah,
I fall
I know.
asleep.
And
I'm
then
not sleepy enough yet to brush my teeth. I'll do it later.
Why?
And then I'm like,
what is that about?
Then I'm like about to fall
Do you
asleep.
think that's a childhood like trauma, or do you think that's like just like
it's
ADHD?
something bad. Like
or do you
we
think it's-
are afraid of committing. We're afraid of these plans. We're afraid of doing these things. Yeah.
Wonder why committing to our
there
lives.
was so much uncertainty in our life early on that it's like
that we're like chameleons and we're ready to run to the next thing without having to do anything.
And it's probably why I find straight people boring. Their routines are boring to me.
And that's kind of also during yours. I was thinking to myself, I used to go through the routine of straight. Oh, let's get ready. Let's listen to T-Pain.
We're going out.
We're going out.
We're going out.
Going out for
Friday
what?
at 9. And it's
I have to act like I'm going to finger some girl in the corner. Like I can't. And I did
true.
sometimes.
That's why you want to be home early and you don't want to go out because you had bad endings.
Well, also,
I did too.
I'm very tired.
We're old, yeah. And
it's like
also we're old.
I mean, I'm getting older. Like it's fine to go to bed early because I can just wake up and drink and go to bed. Older.
In a month, I think we can safely say old. I hate to say it, but like I'm not going to be like Bobby's my young 40-year-old friend.
Wow.
You know, I'm not going to think of you as young anymore.
I never thought of myself as young. I don't think of you as young.
I thought of you as young when you were like 34 and I knew you when I was like 30.
I mean, it makes sense a little bit, but also I'm trying to find.
You're like, oh no, I'm old.
I'm like, wait, but you're younger than me this whole scenario. So even when you go backwards, you're still younger than me. So how am I the young one?
You were young to me. I think anyone below 35 is young.
No offense.
Still.
Look at me. Tell me I'm not young.
Oh, okay. I was like, we were just talking about getting Botox. What did you say?
Tell me I'm not young. And actually, I don't give a fuck.
I'll tell you you're not young.
I know you fucking will, you bitch. Well, anyway, this is like...
This has been another episode of Not Well, and I'm currently not well mentally.
Now I'm having an existential crisis, which I did yesterday, by the way.
I'm great. I'm old. It's a
Oh,
long
also,
car ride home.
another sundry. When you lose weight, you forget that you don't have suits that fit you.
You looked like a little kid
Like
dressed
a
up.
little
I was like,
kid.
oh, he
Even
found
the-
daddy's suit.
I couldn't even.
Everything was
the
just
pants would not even stay around.
Did you
my
wear
waist.
that to the wake?
No.
Oh, okay, good. I was like, you should just wear a polo and a
I had
pair of
audible.
shorts.
I had audible.
Yeah, like that did not need to be
I
worn.
had audible. No, I audibled.
We need to go get you a nice suit.
Well, I'm waiting still a little bit. I need to
Okay.
get down to like. I need like 20 more pounds, probably.
150?
Yeah, when I'm 150. Can you imagine?
I can't.
I would
It'd be
dead.
hideous.
I'd be like,
I'd be like, okay, we need some cheek filler because
they're like,
all I can see are bones.
All I wanted was somebody to tell me I needed filler. It's like,
God, you
all I
look
want is
so
somebody.
scary.
All I want is somebody to tell me that I'm too skinny. I can't wait for that day. I can't
It's
wait.
happening.
It's happening. So, anyway, we hope you have a great week. Call us because we didn't get to talk about lesbians because we really didn't get any calls, and I know. Some of my lesbian
We
friends
wanna
have
talk about
mentioned it, but I didn't see an email that
We
was
like
supposedly
lesbians.
sent. We like lesbians, but there's some things that we
There's some middle of the road lesbians.
There's some lesbians. They make good late night pizza.
Yes.
But we'll talk about that with some real lesbians.
Okay.
Yeah. So have a great week, and I guess we'll see you
Have a
next
great
time.
week. It's non-negotiable.
It's non-negotiable. You're not well, but you're just fine. Or ew, that sounded so gay.
You're not well, but you're just fine.
Thank you very much, and good
That sounds
night.
like a Mr. Minus tagline.
It does.
You know what
It
I
sounds
mean?
like something like at the end of a show.
Gay,
Like,
gayish is like,
and if you don't like it, don't.
Someone
like
else
it.
will.
It's like Kamala.
you think you just fell out of a coconut tree?
Or a coconut tree is where you fell. That's her move.
Yeah,
bro.
she just says the same thing over and over.
The
It's
lights
like,
are bright when the bright lights
Ma'am?
are on you. It's like,
Speak again, ma'am.
so anyway, goodbye. Have a great day. Bye. Take two.
Take two, literally non-negotiable.
My mother used to, she would give us a hard time sometimes.
Oh, it's by a